Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. TUP. Keep an eye on this TUP for today. It's up 4%. It was up 7% yesterday as well, so keep an eye on this. The moment, no reason to be entering. Why? There's no direction. Is it going up? Is it going down? We don't know. We have to wait for 235 break. Breaks 235, you can look for possible entries, higher risk. The safer the entries is above 260. Why 260? It's a high here. It's a resistance level here as well. So it's a larger resistance level here, because if you're trying to enter here, it will probably go up to here and reject. You need to wait for confirmation. That's why I said if you enter here, much more riskier. If you enter above there, it's safe entries. Morning, Michael, bro. OPGN, I like this setup. It's kind of just playing the trend. It's bullish penny, expecting this to break out. 123 break, 133, 142. CNXA, this chart's very, very weird. The price action, I'm not really sure what these candles are here. Volume slowly dying off, but it is trying to reclaim this $2. If it reclaims $2, it should push up to this 228. At the moment, it isn't really doing much at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of just trading. It's just consolidating, I guess. So there's your chart on CNXA. I do like this setup. It's up 16%. Yesterday it was up 3%. So we will see what happens with this. We have two Michaels in the chat. Welcome, guys. Yo, yo. TUP, yeah, this one, just wait for that one. TPST, this one I expect to break out. This is a former runner. We know what the potential of this is. 605 yesterday, it hit all the way to $9. That's a $3 increase. That's pretty insane for these small caps. Pretty much going to expect this to happen again today if it does run and break. Obviously, we're in a falling wedge. We do expect price to break to the upside. Why do I like this 645 level? If we're looking left on the chart, so just look here, what's happening? It's become an area of support. What's happened again? Now look, we can see that what's happened, it's pulled back to exactly 645. Why this level? This is an area of support. That's the only reason why, okay? Now we can start to see that it's in a falling wedge, holding an area of support. I expect this to break out and push to the upside. SPRC is pretty much the exact same setup as TPST. Although this one doesn't look as bullish, we have a lot more red candles here. Volume is dying off, but according to the technicals, this should break above. For confirmation, I would wait for $596 break on this SPRC. ARDX, pretty crazy move this morning. I know this has a $10 price target. For me, I don't really care what analysts have to say about what price the stocks think they're going to go to or whatever target it has. A lot of times it doesn't even reach that. And I would not hold for that kind of price. I would trade just what's in front of me at the moment. I don't like this setup. Simply just in a downtrend. I'm only waiting for it to break 431. Otherwise, I'm not interested in this play. Not enough price action. I don't care how great the news is. It doesn't mean anything for me. I'm looking at what the stock does coming to open. So at the moment, nothing is going on. I would not be entering here. If you're trying to enter here, it's just a gamble. Just trying to hope that the stock will run up. It's only up 14% with that great news and $10 price target. Who knows what will happen at open, but at the moment, there's no reason to be jumping in my opinion. SECO, nothing really going on with this either. No clear direction, right? We need this to break 142 simply because this was an area of resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Break above 142, you can look for possible entries on that. But at the moment, there's no reason to be entering this trade at all, in my opinion. So we'll go over some of the small caps. I know some of you guys are in this, or the sub $1 plays. BXRX had some news. This looks good. Next price target, or next key resistance level, I should say, is 0.45. I guess you could say this is an area of support right here, which is 0.29. So this is an area of support here. And then just below here, which is this level, 0.2 is your next area of support if it breaks below that. But you can clearly see it broke out a falling wedge. Now it's pushing to the upside. It needs to hold this 0.3 level to hold into open and then hopefully push to the upside on this. At the moment, there's nothing really going on. You think NKTS offer a follow through bounce today? 3.3 looks heavy. Didn't this thing get dumped today? I think, from what I remember, I think even removed it from the. Oh no, heavy. What happened to this? Something happened with this play. At the moment, if we're looking here, right, look at the price action. There's no clear direction, right? So I'm basing it off what I see in front of me. Yes, we are up 112%, which is all great, but we can see that it's just doing this, right? So what does that mean? When it means what's happening here, it's just consolidation. This means if you're trying to enter within the zone, for me, I like to call it the gambling zone. Why? Because I don't know what's going to happen between these levels. All I do is simply just wait for a break above this. If it breaks above this, right, then I know that it's probably going to push above. If it breaks below, I know it's probably going to go down, right? If I'm trying to trade in here, I don't know what's going to happen. So I like to wait for confirmation. I'd wait for 335. I mean, you can even wait for this level here, 343, but 335 would be there's more resistance here. So we've had one touch, it's been area support, two touches, 3, 4, 5. We've had a lot of touches here. And then here as well, right? So this is an area of resistance. You need this to break above, push to the upside. So basing it off this 5-minute chart right now, there's no clear direction at the moment. So if it breaks above, great. If not, then difficult, right? Yeah, I mean, it's just consolidating. So yeah, I mean, you can see the good thing is, right, one positive thing we can notify is that what? It's holding an area of support, right? So we can see that it's holding this level, which is good. You want it to hold this $3 into open. Then hopefully it should push to the upside. If it doesn't, it'll come down all the way to this 270 level. AVTX, I mean, it's still bullish. It's still within this, ascending triangle, right? So the price action is still there. Yes, since it did break out of this, it has pulled back. There's all been selling ever since it broke out. So it's kind of decision point at this time. If it breaks below here, it's coming down to 0.15. So at the moment, yeah. This is what you have on this AVTX. So it doesn't look too great at the moment, considering all the effects. NVAS, I know a lot of people are in this stock. If you're looking at it as a triple bottom, price every time it's come to this level, right, it's just gone like this, 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 this. So we expect it to push up to that level there. IMPX, I know some people are in this as well. No clear direction on this either. I would just avoid that. LIFW, same as this thing. Not a great chart at all, right? So very bearish, no sign of reversal, no volume, nothing on that. So this is like a play I would completely avoid. I wouldn't even be touching this. Yeah, BXRX, this looks good. I mean, now that's got a breakout, it's up 73%. For those who like the sub $1 plays, I would definitely keep this on watch. We're right at VWAP right now. Pretty much if it's above VWAP, which it is, right? So you expect it to pull back here and hopefully bounce off this and reverse to the upside. If it's below, you expect it to pull back. So at the moment, there's kind of just one thing. What you're doing here is you're waiting for it to kind of get a bullish engulfing to push to the upside on the 1 minute here. SPCV, nothing going on with this either. Very bearish chart as well. Tends to be with all these sub $1 plays. So SPCV, if we have a look, bearish chart, no reason to be entering, right? So if you see these sub $1 plays, just look at the stock. If it's in an uptrend, right? If you see a stock in an uptrend, right? Like basically, obviously in a trend that is going like this, right? Trade that. Don't trade a stock that's downtrend, because you're going to be hoping and praying that eventually it's going to reverse, which it will, but you don't know when, right? So just play the trend. Don't try and make it difficult for yourself. MNTS, I have this at the moment. I posted on my Twitter as well. We can see that it is, since this 425, it's been a strong area of support, so it looks like it is trying to reverse off this. I wouldn't be entering now. I would personally wait for at least $5, if not $5.15 to reclaim, and then look for possible entries. But at the moment, there's no clear direction on it, so I would just chill out on this, and the volume isn't quite there yet either. And it is down 1%, so yeah, not enough volume for me to be entering this trade on that one. What else is moving? Let's go back to CNXA. So CNXA, what's happening with this? Still nothing going on with that. OPGN, like I said with this one, I like this setup simply because I'm just looking at it from a technical standpoint. It's in a bullish pennant. For those who don't know what that is, it's a bullish chart pattern. You expect this to break above, so you expect price to do exactly what it's doing, right? You need to retest here, 123.1 or $1.23, break above that, and then push to the upside. If this was intraday and I had more volume, I'd probably be entering this trade. Right now, I'm not going to because there's not much volume and it's pre-market, so that's why I'm not going to be entering this trade. TUP, former runner. Nothing is going on with this trade right now. No reasons to be entering this trade. 235, like I mentioned with this, is risky entries. Safer entries is 260 on that. TPST, keep this on watch. Crazy runner yesterday. Just add this to your watch list. It has potential to break out. It is setting up for a breakout, so we should see what happens with this. SPRC. What do we expect to happen? I just went through this one. Simply just expect a breakout on this. If the volume stays there, we can expect a breakout. Yes, it is down 12%. That's what happens when it plays up 124% yesterday. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this does run again today. It needed a pullback. So we'll see what does happen today. But I do expect this to break out according to this chart right now. ARDX just coming down, down, down. So like I mentioned with this one, it's the only entries I'm looking for is 431. I'm not going to be entering or trading within this range. MNTS, I like this setup as well. Just need that $5 or $5.15 reclaim for safer entries. SECO, this one's no clear direction, right? So, I mean, I could just remove this, 110. So 109 you could say from yesterday, like this kind of level, but don't like this chart at all. I would kind of avoid it. On SPR. So we can see SPR's 1 hour, right? Simply like, so since there's not much price action with this at the moment, I mean, we can see that, yeah, it's bullish, right? Last 15 minutes, we've all seen green candles. Now we're starting to see it slow down. However, the only entry I would take is if it breaks this 1993 level. I don't know what news or anything. Is this Spirit Airways? I don't know what this is. But looking at on a larger time frame, you can see that it is starting to push to the upside. How do I know that? Because it found an area of support here at 14. And then it's pushing to the upside. There's the big breakout. Right, here's a resistance level here, 1993. You can see it's rejecting that right now. Breaks that, then you have room all the way to $22 on that. So not too sure what the news is, but if it does reject this, you expect it to come down to the trend line and respect it like that until there's a break above. MREO, nothing really on that. ASMB, I know a lot of people are in this. It has a lot of low volume at the moment. A lot of red candles, a lot of selling. So this bullish falling wedge doesn't look too great. However, we can just keep an eye on this because it has a possibility of breaking out, and it ran yesterday 72%. So I would just keep this on watch. I'll put this on my watch list here. But at the moment, there's nothing too great on it. MNTS, I think it's moving up. Yeah, MNTS is starting to get volume now, so this should probably break above this $5 left. So if you want to try and grab some under $5, you're more than welcome to. I personally won't be, but this looks like volume is coming in now and trying to break this downtrend. $5 and $5.15 is that kind of resistance level, but I mean, since it's moving up now, the last volume's coming in here since this 460 level, right? We're starting to see a push to the upside. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I won't be touching it, but if you guys want to, just remember to keep a stop loss on that. FNGR, I don't think there's much going on with that either. I think it's up a little bit this morning, wasn't it? Or yesterday. FNGR, still this exact same chart barriers when you asked me last time, right? So nothing has changed at all. Yes, it looks bullish. It's respecting this. We should expect it to push up now. You still need to wait for 715. That's where I would wait for an entry. So there's no clear direction. The volume's low on this. I don't know if there's news pending or something, but at the moment, nothing looks too great on this for now. I mean, if you're trying to enter now, you're going to be waiting a long time. I don't know when it will start to move. ICCT looks like it's moving up right now, actually. You guys can keep this on watch. So if we're looking at ICCT, there's the 4 hour. We're up 5%, but we're noticing something. We're noticing that the trend is starting to reverse. It does still have a way to go up, but we can just notify the levels here, or identify, sorry, the levels. So 182, we can just put this 180. So 180 is your area of support. Now we can start to see that the 4 hour chart has found this area of support and it's pushing to the upside. You have this resistance level here at $3 right here. So that's your resistance level at the moment, but it looks good. I would keep this on your watch list. It's up 5% right now, and it was up 12% yesterday actually. So keep an eye on this, looks very good. BXRX. It's pulling back. So here's this level that I was mentioning, this 0.4. Sorry, this 0.29. So 0.29 is this area of support here. How do I know it's an area of support? Because we've held here as well, and we've held here. So see if it holds this level. Yes, it did have news, but I mean, since it's a big breakout like that, I personally wouldn't even enter. When this is running like this, I wait for a pullback. I never chase the stock. So yeah, if you got in at 0.4, yeah, I think you're pretty much chased on this one. So yeah, I would, for me, if I see a stock running crazy, I would just wait for a pullback, because usually what happens is I always just end up buying the top and it comes down. So I just avoided that completely. And Boss are doing its thing. FRLN. I mean, if we're looking at this on a larger time frame, this looks good, but there's just no volume there. So you're simply this chart, you're simply just trading the chart on this one. You're not really basing it off any volume or anything. So just looking at the stock and seeing what the trend is, bullish, and just trading off that. So CNXA looks like it's breaking out here. Bullish engulfing candle indicating reversal, falling wedge indicating reversal, reclaim $2 indicating reversal. 3 confluence is right there. We should see it start to push up. 228 is the next level on this. So CNXA, nice candles on that. This looks good. So we'll see. I mean, since it broke that too, it needs to get going now. It can't just stay around there, hang around. Let me have a look and see what else is moving from the top gainers. If you guys have any tickets, feel free to post them in the chat, and I will post them for you. And if you guys can do me a favor, for those, I know we have 20 people in here. If you guys can do me a favor and like up the stream, I'd really appreciate it. And then also sub if you guys haven't. I would definitely appreciate it. What was your OPGN yesterday trade plan? I did not trade this yesterday, OPGN. Yeah, I did not trade this. I posted on my Twitter. So just a reminder, so hey, I'm assuming you're new. The things that I post on Twitter, right, just this goes for everyone. Everything I post on Twitter, right, is just charts that I like. That's all. That doesn't mean that I want to get into the stock. It doesn't mean I want to buy the play or anything. It's just the setups that I like, that I expect to break out, right? Every single trade that I get into for the day, I post it in the Discord. In the Discord, I give my stop loss, I give my entries, I give my targets and everything there. All I do on Twitter is just post charts because I know a lot of people ask for them. And I also like to share, I just like to share and help you guys understand how trading works, right? I know a lot of people are new, and I kind of just try and make it very easy for everyone to see how clear and easy it is to look at charts, because a lot of times when you start out, you see so many people with all these indicators on their charts. For me, I keep my chart clean and easy for everyone to understand, and that's why I think a lot of people do start to do very well with my trades, not only because they just see it on Twitter, but they're starting to identify that I do pretty much the same setups every time. But with those charts, I expect them to break out, right? Always, if you ever do get in any charts that I post on my Twitter, please make sure you have a stop loss. Okay, I am telling you that because I want you guys to manage your risk, right? Obviously, it's completely up to you. I personally have a 3% stop loss. I don't recommend having more than 5%, just because these plays that I give are volatile. They're small caps. They can do anything. So make sure you take profits as well. OPGN yesterday. So yeah, OPGN, I think I remember what you're talking about. This, I think it was consolidating, right? So it was pretty much trading in a range, right? When it means, what it means is when a stock is trading in a range, consolidating like this, right? There's no reason to be entering a trade. I don't care if I think that the stock's going to go up or I think it's going to go down. I will always wait for confirmation. For me, trading in this is no zone. This is a no trading zone, gambling zone, whatever you want to call it, right? So I always wait for a breakout. If this stock breaks above this level and holds this level, then I'll look for entries. Otherwise, I'm not going to be entering the trade. So OPGN at the moment is still bullish, right? It's in a bullish pennant right now. Yes, I do expect this to break out. That does not mean that I'm going to get in the stock. I have to wait for confluences first, right? So trying to just jump into the trade now isn't enough for me to just enter. SFT. SFT sub $1 play. So this one's the same thing, right? This is kind of consolidating at the moment. So we can have this as an area of support, right? If I don't really know the direction, all I'll do is mark the high, which is 0.2765. Okay, so similar to that OPGN chart that I was just mentioning, look here. It's trading within this range, right? I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. All I'm going to do is simply just wait for it to break above this and then maybe look for entries. That's all how I trade it. ICU. I'll look at CNXA now. Give me a second. ICU on the ICU daily. It's very scattered. There's no real direction. Oh, I guess it's up 15. I'll do the 4 hour here so we can look better. I mean, if you break 0.48, you're pretty much, look here, right? This level, this 0.8 level is a big level here. We have resistance here and here. Breaks that, will pretty much run all the way up to this 134 level. At the moment, yes, it's up 15%. Yes, it had news, I think, but these are just the levels that I have at the moment for this. This is what I have. 2 breakouts. Needs to hold 0.5 and then push to the next level, 0.605 on that. How much experience? I have 4 years experience. I started trading kind of just during COVID. I just trade, all I trade is small caps. I don't trade sub $1 plays. I don't trade options. I only trade commons. CNXA, there's nothing going on, right? Look here, nothing. You need it to hold this $2 level and push to the upside. Nothing's going on right now. No reason to be entering. After this bullish engulfing candle, I expected this to push up. Doesn't look like it has yet. The volume doesn't look quite much there at the moment. ARDX does not look good. I would not be touching this play unless it breaks above 4.31. I'll mention it again because I know someone else asked. I will only be entering this trade. I would only enter this trade if it breaks the high. Why? Because there's no clear direction. I mean, if you're looking at the direction, it's pretty obvious, I guess. Look, downtrend, right? I don't trade downtrends. I don't hope and pray. That's all. So whatever your entry is, DB, don't have more than a 5 to 7% stop loss. That's what I would say. It's up to you how you decide to trade it. I personally wouldn't be entering what is it? CNXA right now. It needs to hold $1. I mean $2, sorry. Your support level is 186, so that's what happens. If it comes here, it might break above or bounce off. It might come below. So at the moment, I would want to wait for it to break above or hold this $2 level. At the moment, it doesn't look like it. We'll see what it does later on. ICCT, I'm just going to keep this one on watch. There isn't much going on at the moment, but $3 level, you can put that as an alert in case that does break above. Guys, for those who just joined, if you could like up the stream, I'd appreciate it. And then also follow on or subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna go over the go over my I'm quickly going to go over my watch list, and then I've got to head to the Discord for all the new members. I'm going to be running through the Discord and how it works. So if you want to join as well, I will post this now so you guys can join. The spaces will be closed, I think, tomorrow or today. So yeah, there's the link if you guys would like to join. OPGN is probably one of my favorite plays at the moment. Yes, there's low volume, but it's in a bullish pennant. Ran 23% yesterday. According to technicals, it should break above. If it gets volume, we need this to reclaim 123, then it should push up. CNXA, yes, I do like this play. I needed to hold $2 into open. At the moment, there's nothing really going on with this for me to be entering this trade. So I'll remove this falling wedge because at the moment there's no clear direction. TUP, former runner, low volume. However, it ran 8% yesterday. I personally will wait for 260 on that. TPST, this looks very good. Why do I say that? Because we found an area of support right at this 645. Now we're starting to see a bullish engulfing candle. Green candles are coming in, buyers are stepping in. We should expect this one to break out. That does not mean buy the stock now. I am just letting you know that the stock does look like a good setup. So I would keep this one on watch. I will put it on the Twitter so you guys can all see. Keep this on watch. All right, so keep that on watch. And then SPRC, also keep this on watch. Similar thing, what's happening with TPST is pretty much identical chart. Looks like it is trying to reverse. MNTS, same thing with this. I would wait for 515 for confirmation. But at the moment, it's kind of just still in this downtrend, so I would wait it out. ARDX, nothing clear at the moment. Like I said, with this clear downtrend. However, it is holding this 380 level, which is the area of support. How do we know? There's one touch, 2, 3, 4. 4 areas of touches is a strong area of support. So that's what you can see on that. ASMB, just yesterday's runner, falling wedge. Should expect this to break above, but according to the 1 hour, there's a lot of sellers. So at the moment, it doesn't look too great. Zubair, the Discord is $60 a month or $150 for 3 months. We do live trading Wednesday through Friday. We do live seminars. We do basically live trading. We give alerts. We do education, everything. So if you want to join, feel free. Completely optional. All right, guys. So I'm gonna close it here. I've got to head into the Discord. I will be on Twitter again today, as usual. I will be posting my charts. Please just remember to have stop losses on your trade setups. Just because I post a chart, it doesn't mean buy. If you do like the setup and understand it, fair enough, you can get in the stock, but just manage your risk. Do not full port. Do not do that. It's not going to be good for you. So always just trade very smart. I would not be trading full port on every trade. That is not how you should trade. You need to learn how to manage your risk. If you want to learn how to manage your risk, there is risk management strategies. I have one as well. So if you feel free to join Discord, you will get it there. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the Discord. If you have any questions about any Twitter or anything, Discord, feel free to message me on there and I will get back to you guys throughout the day. But I hope you guys have a great day and I will catch you all tomorrow. Bye guys.